Jin-Woo's movements are swift, almost too fast to track. The glowing white light envelops him, his power surging as he moves with calculated precision. His opponent, the man with purple hair, watches in a mixture of disbelief and fascination. He had expected a fight, but not one where the dynamics shift so suddenly. As Jin-Woo charges forward, his speed amplifies by the sprint skill, a blur of motion that leaves trails of smoke behind him. The ground beneath his feet crumbles and the air around them grows tense, charged with energy. Jin-Woo's rapid pace is unmatched, and even the purple-haired man struggles to keep up. His focus falters for a split second as Jin-Woo maneuvers around him using his agility and precision with the dagger. The purple-haired man crosses his arms defensively, but it's clear that Jin-Woo's attack is inevitable. In an instant, Jin-Woo's dagger slashes through the air, aimed directly at his opponent's face. The speed of the strike is so overwhelming that the purple-haired man barely has time to react. His thoughts race, but the reality of the situation catches up with him too quickly. In the blink of an eye, Jin-Woo's blow lands a gust of wind accompanying the devastating attack. The purple-haired man is sent reeling, a deep cut opening on his chest as the air is knocked from his lungs. His eyes widen in shock. He had underestimated the true power of his opponent. The man's realization hits him hard. This isn't just a battle of speed or strength. Jin-Woo is on a different level entirely. The man with purple hair, once so confident in his superiority, now sees the full extent of Jin-Woo's power. Jin-Woo stops, standing calmly behind him after delivering a punch with lethal precision. He watches the purple-haired man stagger, his breath labored and his posture faltering. The confidence that once radiated from the man has been shattered. As the battle continues, Jin-Woo remains as poised and focused as ever. His opponent, now fully aware of the gap between their strengths, is left scrambling to find a way to counter Jin-Woo's relentless onslaught. The fight has only just begun, but the purple-haired man is already rethinking his previous overconfidence. Jin-Woo's calm demeanor and precise strikes make it clear that he has only just started to tap into his full potential. The battle is far from over, but the tide has shifted, and the purple-haired man now faces the terrifying reality of facing a true powerhouse. The man with purple hair, still cloaked in his invisibility, continues to taunt Jin-Woo, his voice echoing in the air, but his confidence begins to wane as he sees that Jin-Woo is still standing. Despite the bleeding tendons and the agonizing pain, Jin-Woo's expression remains cold, his focus unwavering. The damage to his leg is severe, but his spirit isn't easily broken. As the purple-haired man attempts to provoke him further, the pain in Jin-Woo's leg intensifies. The man with purple hair knows his opponent is on the brink of collapsing, yet he's surprised to see Jin-Woo still holding his ground, even with the injuries that would incapacitate most others. There's no sign of panic, no desperation, just the quiet determination that has become characteristic of Jin-Woo. "You're still standing," the purple-haired man muses, the disdain in his voice palpable. "But how long can you last?" He circles around, still hidden, his movements faster than Jin-Woo can track. He's confident now, convinced that the bleeding in Jin-Woo's leg will eventually take him down. But Jin-Woo's eyes remain sharp. Despite the pain, he's aware of everything around him. He doesn't need to see his opponent to know where he is. His instincts have been honed in the harshest of conditions. He's faced far worse than this. Then in an instant, a sharp pain hits him, another strike across his leg. The purple-haired man has struck again, but this time Jin-Woo's expression doesn't change. The man with purple hair smirks, thinking he's finally won, but Jin-Woo's gaze narrows. "You talk too much," he mutters under his breath, and before the man can react, Jin-Woo's remaining strength surges. In a blur, Jin-Woo launches himself forward, his speed overcoming the pain that was supposed to hold him back. His movements are swift, calculated, each step deliberate, each strike precise. He's not the same as he was before. The man with purple hair may have the advantage of speed and invisibility, but Jin-Woo has his own advantages, ones that he's learned to wield. With a final burst of power, Jin-Woo closes the distance between them, his dagger flashing in the air. The purple-haired man's eyes widen in surprise as he's forced to react faster than he's ever had to before. But it's too late. The dagger finds its mark, slicing through the air, striking the man with purple hair in a vulnerable spot. Jin-Woo's body is still battered, his leg barely holding him up, but his determination has never been stronger. The purple-haired man stumbles back, disbelief in his eyes. He hadn't expected this. He had underestimated his opponent in a way he hadn't done before, and now it's too late. Jin-Woo doesn't wait for his opponent to recover. He steps forward, his cold expression unwavering. This fight is far from over, but for the first time, the purple-haired man understands the kind of monster he's dealing with. And as Jin-Woo prepares for the next attack, he knows this will be the turning point. In the eerie darkness, man with purple hair stands over Jin-Woo, his figure towering and exuding an aura of sheer power. The once confident hunter, now helpless and choking on his own blood, struggles to comprehend the overwhelming situation. His breaths come in ragged gasps, but he can barely understand what's happening as his vision fades in the darkness. The atmosphere is heavy, thick with tension, and the blue lights that appear before him. Jin-Woo's eyes glow like twin beacons in the vast emptiness. The man can feel his life slipping away as the blood flows from his wounds, but there's nothing he can do to escape the fate that's already been sealed. Jin-Woo's cold, emotionless gaze locks onto him, showing no signs of pity or hesitation. The darkness around him deepens, and the shadows seem to wrap around the man, suffocating him with each passing second. He realizes with a sinking heart that there is no escape. This is the power Jin-Woo has come to command. His strength isn't just in his body but in the very shadows that now seem to consume his opponent. The purple-haired man, once proud and powerful, is now reduced to a mere insect beneath the crushing weight of Jin-Woo's will. With a final chilling glance, Jin-Woo closes the distance between them. The world around him seems to freeze in place as if time itself is holding its breath. And then with a swift and decisive motion, Jin-Woo strikes, ending the battle and the life of the man who dared to challenge him. As the purple-haired man crumples to the ground, his once glowing eyes dim and lifeless, the silence that follows is deafening. Jin-Woo stands alone in the center of it, all his figure still as a statue, the weight of the moment hanging heavy in the air. The darkness fades, but Jin-Woo's resolve remains unbroken. He's a force to be reckoned with, and he knows that this battle was just another step in his relentless journey to become the strongest. The world may try to label him, but there's one thing it can't deny. He is a hunter, and he will survive no matter the cost.